Okay, so first I'm going to start off with saying Canto Bight was really not the problem. I know it was boring. I know it's kind of lame. And, I know it ended up meaning almost nothing. But the real problem was Holdo. Definitely, in my opinion, Canto Bight made sense for the characters. And truthfully, I'm not even overly bothered by the ending, or by it ending up in nothing. It was a little interesting, but it did waste screen time and wasted a character like Finn, who really had potential, and then ended up giving Keller Marie Tran a role for the sake of having a role, which, nothing against her, just it's really not fair to her either, because now people are like, oh, well, she wasn't really necessary in Star Wars, and then you got the Rise of Skywalker where she does almost nothing, and it's like, that's not fair to her. She could have actually, maybe had a role when they had a role to give her. Anyways, totally getting off topic. Point is, Holdo was really the problem, but Canto Bight does suck. And here's the worst part for me. Well, first off, two things actually. The lesser one is DJ. Oh my god, that guy's annoying as heck. Does a. It's like he wants to be Hannibal Lecter. Now, okay, maybe he's supposed to have a speech impediment, and that's what that's supposed to be. And if you have a speech impediment, nothing against you. Not what I'm trying to say. It's just that it just was kind of weird, and I have trouble believing that anyone with a speech impediment who was watching is like, oh, wow, he has a speech impediment too. Maybe there were. And if there were, I'm not harshing on you. If you like that character, especially if you like the character for that reason, awesome. But anyways, personally, for me, it was kind of weird. And I really did feel like it was very, very Silence of the Lambs. Because he was like, and it's just kind of weird. Anyways. That's a more minor issue. To my real problem with it is when they're escaping, it makes no sense, and it is literally set up solely for DJ to save them. That is the only purpose of it. But the problem is they didn't need it. There is no tension in this scene because they get up the cliff on that thing, whatever the heck that weird dog horse mount thing that people were riding was, and then the thing flings them off the edge of the cliff, and I guess it was too scared to go down, which makes enough sense. But then they're just like, well, it was worth it, I guess, and kind of just giving up. Yet this thing comes back, like it literally comes right back to them, and they could just get on it and ride away. So what? So, but they choose to take its saddle off and let it run away. There goes their ride. They literally let their ride go. And I'm supposed to feel afraid for them? No. I'm like, you idiots. Why'd you do that? Don't you want to get away? Okay, whatever. Your life's not mine. And then it gets even stupider. Because then, Rose is like, oh, no. Once I let it go, she's like, oh, no, now it's worth it. It's like, oh, okay, sure. I probably would have been more worth it if you just rode off with it. But, what's living? What's not being in prison? Who needs that? But, seriously, then, to make matters worse, that grass is 4 feet tall. 4 feet tall. Even if you let the thing go. Well, actually, honestly, they probably should just let the saddle on it so they keep chasing that. But anyways, even if you let the thing go, you could just lay down in the grass. I literally watched this movie. Even the first time I watched it, I just had I didn't feel any tension in this scene. The very first time I watched it, I was just like, get in the grass. Get in the grass. That is just a horrible directing decision. Who sits there and says, hey, let's make the grass as tall as they are? And then, not have them hiding it. Yeah, just act like they're caught, even though they're not. And you know what even makes matters worse? The people hadn't even seen them. They could have hidden comfortably. They could have crawled away if they want. They potentially, maybe not as likely, could have even just walked away. The people didn't know where they were at all. And you know what? They don't even find them until DJ shows up to Save them. That's crazy. I just am like, wow. That is crazy. Anyways, that's why I think that's a really stupid scene. And for me, just literally, I wasn't worried. I was thinking, y'all are idiots. So, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Try to set up the channel. Bye.